Last week, you learned a number of different exercises to increase the strength in your legs. This week, we're going to complement that by increasing your core strength. Having strong core muscles is really important to ensuring that we can keep that optimal hip-knee-foot alignment. If our body is moving, it's much harder for our legs to keep ourselves under control. And if we're not able to keep that alignment, then we're more likely to have symptoms of knee osteoarthritis that start to interfere with our ability to do the things that we love. The core muscles are a group of muscles that support our back and pelvis as we move. There's an inner unit and an outer unit. The inner unit of core muscles are actually very deep and have a stabilizing function. So one of the major ones is called transversus abdominis and wraps around us like a cinch or a girdle and really gives us good stability. In addition to the transversus abdominis in the inner unit, we have the diaphragm, the pelvic floor, and a small segmental muscle in the lower back. Separate from the inner unit core muscles, we also have the outer unit. Those are the muscles that you might be more familiar with, like the gluteal or buttock muscles, and the larger abdominals that would help you in a sit-up-like movement, like the rectus abdominis and the obliques. To participate in this program, it will be best if you're wearing loose-fitting clothing, comfortable for exercise, ideally a pair of sneakers or comfortable footwear. You'll definitely need a stable chair, and if you have light weights or exercise bands, you may choose to have those close by, but they're not necessary for this series. If you're using a spring-loaded brace, feel free to adjust the tension to whatever feels best to you. Stand with good posture, holding the back of a chair. Keeping your trunk upright, slowly start to lift one leg out to the side and slightly backward. Only move the leg 6 to 8 inches outward. You should feel the buttock muscles working in both legs. Slowly lower back down and repeat for the other side. The standing side leg lift is a really great exercise for increasing the strength in your buttock muscles. You'll feel it working on both sides and want to make sure that you keep good alignment of your full body as the leg swings out to the side with control and back in. Make sure that you watch for your shoulders to not be tipping and also ensure that the side hip doesn't stick out to the side. Whoop, don't lose your balance as the leg goes back and forth. Place a firm chair against the wall. Place your forearms on the seat of the chair. Step your feet back so that your body makes a straight line. Lift your heels slightly to be on the balls of your feet. Engage your belly muscles here as though gently pulling your belly button up and in. You should not feel any pressure or pain in your lower back. Keep your knees as straight as possible as you hold this position. The plank is a great exercise to increase your core strength. You want to get into this position, maybe using the seat of a chair, or if it's too difficult at this height, go to something higher like a countertop, or if it's too easy, go to the floor and maybe go from your knees to start or from your toes. Regardless of the surface that you use, make sure you concentrate on not allowing your back to sag down towards the ground. You don't want to feel any pressure in the center of your back, because if that's happening, you're not using the muscles to get the benefit of the exercise that you're here for. If you find holding this exercise for 10 seconds is too easy, work it up. Maybe you can get as high as 30 or even 60 seconds. Make sure you keep breathing because your muscles definitely need that oxygen. Lie down on your mat or bed with your knees bent. You may find you need a small pillow under your head and neck for comfort. Ensure your feet and knees are hip-width apart with your feet flat on the surface. Gently tighten your abdominal muscles to engage your core. Squeeze your buttock muscles to lift your hips up, taking care not to arch your back. Hold this position for 3 to 5 seconds. The bridge is a great exercise to strengthen the buttock muscles. You want to make sure that that's where you're feeling the work. If you're feeling it in the back of your hamstrings, try to scoot your heels in a little closer towards your buttock to really increase the work in the gluteals. It's also an ideal exercise to think about the alignment that we've been talking about throughout this program. Keep the center of the hip, center of the knee, and center of the foot lined up throughout the exercise. If you're feeling any pressure or pain in the center of your back, make sure that you are engaging those abdominal muscles and using your buttock muscles to do the lift and not arching in the back. If you continue to have discomfort in your back, make sure to talk to your healthcare provider before carrying on with this one.